Ciao ragazzi, LordTeox here and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Hope you had a nice Valentine's Day you all with your partner, and let's just start the weeks with the right foot. So we're a couple of days away from the new Keqing banner. Actually, to be precise, let me just remove my face. 2 days, 6 hours and 46 minutes, and as you can see on the top right, I saved all my Primogems because I didn't really want to summon for Xiao. And this video today is about new Keqing banner, new Hu Tao banner, so make sure to stay until the end of the video if you want to know if you need to summon for Keqing or not, or if you need to save your Primogem for Hu Tao. We're here with Keqing, and let's just start with the basic guys. If it's your favorite character, if you need another DPS, if you got really unlucky with Keqing and you really need it in your team, so this banner, not this one guys, but the one we will have in 2 days, will be the highest chance you have in the Genshin Impact at the moment for getting Keqing. So I know, especially from our point of view where we don't spend a lot of money, Primogems, they're very precious, but again, you really want it, just spend your Primogem over there, get your Keqing, start to build her. Is an amazing DPS. She will get you by the, I would say, Abyss 12 without any problem if you build it in the right way. So just go over there, spend your Primogem, and I wish you will get Keqing in the first 30 pull. The other two things I would like you to consider in what I'm saying now is, first is an Electro character. So we already talked about that multiple times, but Electro at the moment is not one of the best elements in the game. We already have Fire, we already have Ice, we have Hydro, Vaporize, Melt, and so go on, all these things, and we know that Electro is not one of the most powerful. So if you already have 2 DPS and if you really want another character, but you don't really want, you want someone who is really affecting in the game right now, don't get Keqing, because the Electro power she will have, because all of the elemental skill is her ultimate, are based on Electro element. So you will not get as much damage out of her as well as a Diluc maybe, or a Child, or whatever can be your other character you have in your mind. Now, but, and there is a but, we know that in Azuma region, it's maybe very far away from now, but in Azuma region is a place focused on Electro. Is a region where Electro character will maybe have her buff, and I'm saying that because we might have another character like, I don't know, Scaramouche, who will be released at the same time or maybe before or later, which is supposed to be an Electro character, and maybe when they're gonna release him we're gonna get this Electro buff. So there are a couple of things I would like to take in consideration, because if you're thinking about the future, if you're thinking about what character we should build the next, and we saw this for example with Zhongli, where we had this huge immense Geo buff and also they built Zhongli at the same time, maybe this one can be the case. I'm not saying you need to go for C6, Keqing is not maybe worth it, but, and also she's still filler heroes between the other banner, but think about that guys. We have in Azuma, we will have a new character, we will have a new combo, and I really hope that in general this Electro element will be buffed in the game. So think about that. I'm sure it's something you will need to take in consideration for the future. Moving on to Xiao and Hu Tao guys. The main reason why I didn't summon for Xiao is because at the moment I don't need another main DPS in my team. I don't need another main Anemo DPS in my team, even if I don't have any at the moment. But the way that Xiao work in general is very selfish. I don't, even if it's this plunge attack and the amount of damage he can deal, we already have a lot of guide out there, it's very good, but the way I play the game with all this elemental combo, where all of my characters, they have a specific role in the team, Xiao doesn't bring my team to the next level, doesn't help my account be better. And we know that with Xiao it's very hard to break all the shield and geo shield, all the kind of shield in general. You really need to have a team build for him, and since we don't want to spend too much money in the game, and most of us, they are maybe at the point where they already have their main DPS build, again, I don't think it's really worth to spend your primer gems here at the moment. Another reason why, guys, I didn't summon for Xiao is Hu Tao. So what I'm gonna say in a couple of seconds might be subject to change, so even if you get good sources, don't be mad at me if the final Hu Tao, when will be released in the game, is not the same as I'm describing now, especially for all the cooldown timing and all the percentage boost that she will have. But I'm 99% sure that the way Hu Tao will be built is the same as I'm describing now. So the big difference between her and Xiao, that Hu Tao, she's not as selfish as Xiao. So first of all, she's a pyro character, so we know already what pyro can bring to, in general, the game, but also my team at the moment. She's a spear user, so you know already that I really like spear user. Like Xiao, she will be my main DPS, that we know already, that will be in the field for a long time. But the way it looks like she designed is really around this special cooldown she will have, which makes all the character very interesting, because if you really need to match all these different cooldown with your team composition, that brings me a lot of strategy, a lot of cool reaction you can have. That's make Hu Tao very interesting for me. And when all the cooldown they will match, you will be able to do a very good amount of damage. So for the people that don't know about that, I will take a step back and talk about that. So looks like that she will be able to do an insane amount of damage just when the elemental skill is up, which is the duration of elemental skill is 9 seconds. The elemental skill cooldown is around 16 seconds if I'm not mistaken, which is almost the double of the basically the duration of the skill, which brings to, of course, something very important to say, that she will need a very good rotation on the team for be able to do damage and not take too much damage. The reason why I'm saying that is because Hu Tao, she's a very special character. So for dealing her maximum amount of damage, she will need to be below or around 50% of her HP, which brings us already to a kind of team composition where Zhongli and Noelle can be definitely part of it with the shield. So we know that especially in Spiral Abyss you take a lot of damage and you take it out very fast. So a character with 50% of HP, maybe she will last not for a long time. So ideally what you want to do is to pop Zhongli shield around 70% of Hu Tao health, switch again to Hu Tao, elemental skill, which automatically brings Hu Tao to the 50% of her maximum HP, and from there deal a lot of damage. After you done that, you switch back to another character, and so go on. So that's already made me feel a lot about team composition, a lot of strategy, how can you use Hu Tao, that make Hu Tao very interesting to my eyes, and that's why I would really like to wish for her. And talking about the number, guys, we can expect around 400% damage based on her attack, base attack. That's why also the base attack stats it's very low, because of course she will bring this insane amount of damage. The second reason is about Hu Tao passive skill, and that's also what make a huge difference between Hu Tao and Xiao. She's not that selfish, she can bring definitely something more to your team, maybe take it to the next level, but this passive talent will allow you to have the 12% increased crit to all the party members except Hu Tao, of course, as soon as she leaves the field. That's a huge difference that allowed you, for example, Zhongli or Ganyu that already can deal a lot of damage to even deal more damage in the meantime Hu Tao she's not in the field, which means you can delete and destroy all the enemies you have against even faster. And the cool thing is that this passive talent is around 8-second duration, which means is also after 2 seconds Hu Tao elemental skill is up again, which make this very interesting. About, yes, of course we need a little bit of mathematics, we need a little bit of practice with all this combo, but that brings me a lot of strategy, a lot of cool team combination and elemental reaction combo. So even if Hu Tao she cannot deal damage, she will also bring something more to your team, and that's something that not all the characters can do at the moment in Genshin Impact. That's what makes Hu Tao really different. Last things, and maybe the most important, guys, is be aware of where you spend your Primogen. If you're not spending too much money like me, and maybe you spend a little bit, but you will not be able to have all the character unless you're really lucky, or maybe you will not be able to have all the character Constellation 2, 3 or 6, of course. So make sure that you think before you wish, make sure that you wish for a character that yes you really like, but at the same time they can bring you something more to your team and take it to the next level for beating Spiral Beast. Make sure to be ready to the new quest, and so go on. So I'm, for example, one of the people who is still waiting for Venti rerun banner. I think it's a really cool character, it's really OP. But at the same time, we talk already about Keqing rerun banner. It's something that really at the same time will make you maybe spend more money, so be aware of that. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Let me know what you think about all these 3 characters. Let me know if you wanna wish for one of them, and if you have any other question, just leave it down below in the comment, and I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.